Okay. All right.
And we're live. We're live.
Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome today. And hey, welcome to another edition of Ansel Lee LinkedIn Live. Hey, in this series, we're actually, this is the Fuel series, where we're talking about right now out of the Fuel Accelerator out of Bentonville, Arkansas. They have a health tech accelerator going on, and each of the participants we're having them come through and share their story. And very excited today to have the co-founders. By the way, before I do that, let me I always forget this. Let me introduce my partner here, Ansel Four, and our producer.
Hello,
and glad to have him on here. But I'm excited to have the co-founders of Path Fertility on today, Andy Olson and Kristen Brogard.
That's right, you got it.
Well, I should have asked that before. Hey, it's great to see you guys, and thank you for being on here. And I'm very excited to tell this story, to tell your story and what you guys are doing. So, hey, would you guys? Andy, I think Andy is going to go first and tell us a little about, give us a thumbnail of your background, and then we'll jump into the product.
Great. Okay, thanks so much, Ansel. It's great to be here. So, co-founder and CEO of Path Fertility, and we are innovating in the path of becoming a parent. So, becoming a parent is one of the most rewarding and exasperating things in our lives, and it's a huge challenge for a lot of people. We started out with our company because some friends of mine were going through fertility treatment. They had been trying to get pregnant for over 2 years, and they had spent about $80,000 mostly out of pocket, and their doctor had diagnosed them with unexplained infertility. And what we found is that there's a lot of focus on the female partner. She gets extensive and invasive testing and treatment, and yet half of infertility is due to male factors. And the current way that people assess male infertility, sperm, essentially with a microscope, counting how many are there and how many are swimming. And it just misses a lot of diagnosing subfertility in men. And when men go undiagnosed, women are put through procedures that aren't going to work. And so we decided to tackle this problem. And my background is in molecular diagnostics, worked for big companies like Roche Diagnostics, and then a number of startups that were going and addressing problems in clinical healthcare using DNA-based technology. And I was very fortunate early on in the genesis of our company and this idea to make a difference in fertility to get introduced to Dr. Kristen Brogard, and I'll let her introduce herself and how she became a co-founder of the company.
Thank you, Andy. Hey, Kristen, welcome.
Thank you. Wonderful to be here. I really appreciate this opportunity. So again, I'm Kristen Brogard, co-founder with Andy and chief scientific officer. My background is in the sciences, so really focusing on technology development in the molecular biology space, specifically in this field called epigenetics, which is what we use in our company. Out of my postdoctoral work, I started my first startup in a really technology multi-omic approach to wellness. I had the opportunity to move from where I was in Seattle out to Utah because my husband got recruited to the University of Utah, and was really serendipitously introduced to Andy actually 5 years ago this month. So that's really exciting.
Wow.
Yeah, we were introduced, and Andy was walking me through what he had found in this field of reproductive medicine, specifically on the male side. And being a molecular biologist and diving into this, I was completely blown away by the lack of innovation in the space, and particularly on the male side. And, being a woman who had kids when I was older, and lots of friends and family going through infertility, it actually didn't even occur to me that all the stigma, the burden, the treatments that was getting placed onto my female family members and friends is partially due because there's no technologies on the male side. So I really felt passionate about, one, the science, sperm biology, but also the inequity in the fertility journey. So really fell in love with this area. And now Andy and I have been building Path Fertility for the last 5 years. And as Chief Scientific Officer, my focus is really on product development and our research and development. So bringing new technologies to really transform male reproductive health and also just improving the path to parenthood for 1 in 6 couples who are going through infertility.
Wow. No, that is absolutely incredible. And again, the fact that y'all said like, there's so much testing that goes on the woman's side, and the male side, it's just like, all right, count them up, see what happens. But so, and we can dive more into that in a minute, but I was going to ask real fast. So, you said you've been working on this for 5 years now. Do you have any clients?
We do. We have a lot of clients that are using this, and these are primarily fertility clinics. It's the reproductive endocrinologist, or that's really a fertility doctor, that is seeing these patients, and they're using our testing to identify early on in the journey if there's a male factor. And what that means is, can the sperm do its job? So on its own, can it find the egg, bind to the egg, penetrate the egg, and fertilize the egg? And if it can't do that, then it needs some more help. And there's a that physicians can do where they pick one sperm and inject it into the egg. And so you can imagine you have to get the eggs, and then you have to get the sperm and pick a sperm and inject it. And it's a pretty invasive and expensive procedure. So it's usually later in the journey. And we identify right up front that the sperm can't really do its job, and they need that more advanced treatment. And so there's a lot of early adopters that have seen Kristen's presentations at the industry conferences in this field. And when they saw the data, they came to us and said, hey, we want to start using this and trying it out with our patients. And so we're now getting to the point where we're getting more and more adoption from fertility doctors as they hear about this technology and how it can make a big difference for them.
And I'll add to that, as on Andy's point, is we have about 50 physicians or 50 clinics throughout the US utilizing our product, which is called SpermQT, or the sperm quality test. And it is a diagnostic for male infertility utilizing a semen sample. And what has been wonderful about this journey is we've been very data focused, and with more and more presentations and data presenting at these conferences, like Andy mentioned, people have been coming to us to utilize it. But we're at a point now where we have both retrospective and prospective pregnancy data where we feel very confident about what our test can deliver. And we're really at a point right now as a company where we're going to start scaling and bringing it to the masses, which is really exciting because we've seen it from testimonials and just data. We're actually improving and decreasing the time to pregnancy for these couples, kind of equalizing the burden of the whole process and bringing the male into the equation. And we're actually helping clinics like reduce dropout because their patients are getting to a baby quicker. So we're really excited for what we've seen now in our early days and ready to put the pedal to the metal really soon to get it out there.
That's fantastic. And
Awesome.
I've got to think that that's got to be so fulfilling, by the way, guys. And just with a lot of friends and family that have gone through this journey, and how hard it is, and how how you're coming alongside and helping bring this whole different perspective. So one of my questions for you is, how is the fuel innovation accelerator here? What do you hope to get out of this, and how's it helping you?
Yeah. Yeah, happy to share our experience so far. It's been really amazing in one word. And the people that we've met, it's given us the opportunity to engage with the next level of transformation for the company and
Right.
the next level of utilization and traction for the company. And that's really in the realm of self-insured employers who are providing fertility benefits for their employees. What they have found is that fertility benefits is one of the number one things or benefits that employers can provide that really retains their employees. It's a huge benefit to have this, and so they're doing that more and more. And in our case, we can enhance and optimize the utilization of that fertility benefit by ruling in or ruling out a sperm issue really early in that journey. And so Fuel has helped us become what's called enterprise ready. And that just means that we can engage with these large corporations that are self-insured employers and educate them on the benefits that we can provide in their fertility benefit package and make it more cost effective for them, help them retain their employees, get them back to work sooner, get them pregnant faster, which everyone wants to see as they're going through this fertility journey. So that's a huge benefit that we've gotten from the Fuel Accelerator program here.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I would just love to add as well, like they have made us enterprise ready and opened these doors that we in any other city except for Bentonville, Arkansas, it would have been almost impossible to be exposed to. But in addition, they really have taken the time and daily classes for us to improve our company. And so we have come out of the Fuel program not only with a kind of a different target market, but also I think better ways to be leaders in the company, how to represent ourselves in our presentations and our words, how to make the best culture in your team. So it's really been a very holistic approach to a successful company, opening doors, but also kind of from the inside out, making us have all the tools to be a more successful company. So it has been wonderful. And Andy and I did some interviews with some alumni from Fuel before we joined, because it's a large commitment. Oh, yeah. And really from those, they essentially said you would be not very smart if you didn't do this, because the opportunity is unlike anything else. So I'm so thankful for their feedback and for having the opportunity to be chosen for it.
Absolutely. And it kind of just shows right there how the alumni love it so much that, you can't buy that kind of publicity and goodwill. That can only come from doing a very good thing there. And one thing that I do want to say that this is kind of my fault here, but you can see that Inherent Bio was originally the title that I had put on here. And so through the Fuel Accelerator, they also kind of talked to you all about changing the name there.
That's exactly right. So Inherent Biosciences is really the parent company, and that's what we started. But when we started developing actual products, Inherent Biosciences is not a patient-friendly name in marketing. So we created another company called Path Fertility that's doing business as a DBA under Inherent Biosciences. And I think one of the big takeaways from this is, one, we need to choose one, and that Path Fertility is a lot better. So we're in the process of transitioning that. And another great example of some feedback we received from Darian and Tom and team of how to position ourselves better as a company.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Well, hey, so if anyone wanted, if you're a company or say there's an individual out there going, gosh, I'd like to find out more about that, what's the best way for them to find you?
Yeah, the best way is to go to our website, pathfertility.com. You can reach out there directly. There's a contact form and there's information about our product. And this is our first product. We have a pipeline of products and a wonderful roadmap that Kristen and the team have put together in developing additional insights and products for the fertility journey. And then you can also find us here on LinkedIn. So Andy Olson and it's got we've got a Path Fertility presence on LinkedIn. We also have our parent company, as was talked about, Inherent Biosciences, and you can connect with us there.
Outstanding.
Mhm.
Well, hey, anything you'd like to say before we close up here as we kind of land the plane?
I would say
Kristen?
that this has been an amazing experience, both the Fuel Accelerator and meeting both the Ansels here. So I've been really appreciative of the support of the entire community, and really can't thank you enough.
Oh, well, it is. That's why we do this, so we can meet, all the wonderful people like y'all. And this has been such a pleasure to get to know, to get to know you.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I'll just say that for everyone out there that is watching this or will see it, all of the things that you've heard about Bentonville, Arkansas, and Northwest Arkansas are all true. It's an amazing place. The people here are unlike anywhere that I've been, either doing business or just in the community, interacting with people in the community. It is really an amazing place, and we're so blessed to have had this opportunity to be exposed to the community here and the ecosystem, and to the point where we want to maintain that presence here ongoing. And so we're working through how to do that going forward.
Awesome. Well, I totally agree. It's kind of one of those best kept secrets. And but I think the Fuel Accelerator helps pull some great folks from all around the world with their ideas and their technology and their dreams. What a great thing. So thank you both for joining us today. And hey, listen, to the audience, hey, if you can't find Andy or Kristen, please connect with me and I will connect you to them. But I sure appreciate you guys joining us today. And hey, we wish you all the best. And actually, graduation is just right around the corner to do the demo day.
That's right.
That's right. Demo days next week.
Next week. Can't wait.
Oh, it's gonna be a fun time.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining us today. I wish you all the best. And hey, and we will see you soon.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. Pleasure.